program addressing the desire of lesbians to have kids. Like, it's the only one in Toronto that I know of. Now there's a prenatal group that's going on also, but like when I took it about 5 years ago, that was the only thing I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to take that group. I need to take that program.
We began the process, and it was a long process, and there were a lot of times we wanted to give up. And the Dykes Planning Tykes came in. We found out about it through our friend, and that just made a world of difference. And that those conversations we had at Dykes Planning Tykes and whatever we talked about, I carried on. It carried in my mind every time I went to inseminate.
So, and I am that type of person that likes to get as much information to help me make my decision. Like, it brought me on a journey to explore a question that I was having in terms of sticking with my initial idea of adopting or conceiving. And also, like, to have people come in and tell us about their own experience was really like enlightening.
So we didn't feel as lonely.
No.
So, and then it just happened after the 6th try. So we lost 2 babies, and then finally, you know, the third. He's our third one, our third pregnancy that stuck.
And he's definitely a keeper.
Yeah.
Trans Fathers to Be, although, you know, a lot of course, the input in terms of the direction of the course came from trans guys themselves. And Rachel Epstein did help with when we were trying to figure out the timing of the course and some of the places that the courses were going to join together. And she came to our planning meetings and really helped to try and imagine how the courses would relate to each other. And she's been really, really open in terms of trying to connect. Like, one of the things that's great about the way that Rachel facilitates is that she's open to responding to the needs of the participants in the course. So really trying to broaden the scope. Rachel was really great in that way. And I think, you know, in general, in her work to try and really facilitate the development of a network of queer parenting advocates and allies and activists and educators, and just has done so much work to really put it on everybody's radar. She's been really played an important role in even beginning to allow this to even happen.
There's even a bigger issue about who are we responsible for, how are we responsible for each other, and can that be recognized in a structured way in this society so people are protected. It's not simple, it can be complex, but it's rich in that complexity, and I think our kids have benefited from that richness of community and complexity of relationships. I know Makeda's often mentioned that in her lifetime.
Yeah, so important. When you, I mean, it's kind of what it starts with is you're breaking down that norm of a mom and a dad, right? And then, so once you break that down, you can let in all these other sorts of definitions of, you know, family, what it means to have family, what it means to have community.
And just recently, I guess, as I've gotten older and I've seen the impact, and like Kern was saying, like how at Pride, now there's this whole like block of mothers and fathers and their children.
Lots of us are coming together and parenting with more than 2 people, with 3 people or 4 people, and I think that's what makes us kind of interesting and creative and wonderful in the way that we form our families. So we need to keep pushing to make sure that all of our families get recognized, and not just families that look like a particular configuration.
Rachel Epstein's daughter. And people love me already, you know? Like, it doesn't matter who I am, because Dykes Planning Tykes has helped so many people, and it has affected so many people's lives, and I think it's just going to keep going and escalating, because it's like, because people just have the best experience with it, and people have begun their families because of it, and have the confidence that they can raise a family